Move, I think. Apparently we should be live. I don't know if it's got the actual...
Oh, yep. No, you are live. You are live. Yay, you're live.
Busy boy.
Live. I can be your chat moderator.
I mean, that's also an option.
Come stalk your chat.
Right.
So is this a... Are you starting from the beginning, or are you like...
No. So what I'm doing is that for the moment I'm grinding something.
Oh.
So I know. So Sega just released their new update 2. And with this update, they added a bunch of challenges to the overworld, as well as a few more collectible characters, and the spin dash. However, what I thought was going to happen was that the spin dash was just automatically. It's new, it's there, it's always been there. Not so. You have to unlock it.
Oh.
And I haven't done that yet. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm grinding the levels required.
Yeah.
Yes. I wanted to do it last night, but I came down with a case of the vapors and needed to lay down.
Yeah, that's fair.
There are a few interesting additions onto this particular piece. Just let me know if the volume's alright, because I can turn the game down at any point.
Yeah, seems alright.
Well, one of the things they added with this update was that they added what people are calling momentum, which isn't correct. What they've added is they've added de-acceleration.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And with momentum, that would mean that if I'm walking here, I gain speed, which I gain a little of, and I lose speed up here. But as you see, I'm gaining speed. That's not what this does. It does mean you can jump further.
Yeah.
Because in base levels... Where are you? De-acceleration. So I'm about to show you is base game jump acceleration.
Okay.
So when you're boosting and you jump, look at the speedometer in the corner. It'd be nice.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's still better than it was, actually. Because what used to happen is that you'd have a jump that was that size. You do that, yeah, like that. Which, it makes it feel awful. It feels awful. And they haven't added momentum, per se, but what they have done is mitigate the problem.
Okay.
They added a regular de-acceleration to the walking, which means if we turn it all the way up, you can see what happens. Yes, display changes.
It's really weird.
Dead stop.
Dead stop. It's really weird that that's a setting in a Sonic game. Like,
well, they've got a lot of settings here. They've got starting speed, initial boosting speed, turning speeds, boost turning speeds. I'm going to turn those down, actually.
That's really strange that they should allow you to mess with Sonic's physics.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, it
kind of feels really unsure about their own game.
Yeah, no, it really is. Like, this is currently set to top speed. There are 2 types of gameplay in this game.
Yeah.
And that is speed and normal. Never choose normal, because that turns Sonic speed like top speed is essentially this.
Oh. It's barely Sonic.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like 30 mile an hour. What's he doing? It's like old Sonic.
Oh, absolutely. Well, even old Sonic's faster than that, especially if you get a good hill. But the acceleration rate on the floor, if you set that all the way down, I'm just going to nudge the controller very, very lightly.
Okay. So it takes him like It's like a couple of seconds then for him to.
He's walking
Yeah.
quite far for a little button nudge.
That
Whereas,
could be problematic.
yes. At the moment, I've set it to... I think I set it to about 50? Because you don't want him to... Because this is the problem. It's not momentum. Go away, I'm talking.
Ooh.
Let me just get rid of him before I continue my point. So, there we go. He stopped. Like, that's what I was doing when he kept walking. Little nudges. But, if I do this and let go, he still goes a little bit. It's not a dead stop. So it's a nice compromise.
Yeah. Is this with... You've got the mods off? I take it this is...
Oh, yeah, no. I took the mods off. There was a really good mod called True Physics by... Oh, I can't remember his name. That's a shame. I'll have to look it up in a moment.
Yeah.
But it basically...
terrifying.
It made the game much better. It was actually, you know... It felt like a... No! Oh, they must have changed that. Interesting. Come on. So, these are... Oh, that's also a way I can go about it. These are the Guardians that are your big enemies. Medium bosses.
Yeah.
You get main bosses at the end. We should stress, Tom has not actually played Sonic Frontiers.
No, this is completely new, apart from the little bits I have watched you play. This is the first time I've seen Frontiers.
I am over... Oh, how many hours I'm in? I'm over 100 hours in this game now.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessed with this blue rat. Unfortunately. So, come on, let me move away so I can find... Okay. So, you got these things here, which are challenges you need to complete in order to get the spin dash. So I'm currently just mopping those up. At first I thought it was collecting the new Coco. So Coco are... Let's see if I can find any. Probably not. So...
He gets quite a lot of distance, doesn't he?
He does now. That's with the de-acceleration off on the jump. Because with the de-acceleration... That's the wrong one. With the de-acceleration on the jump... if you remove the de-acceleration, which is how it was in base game. No, come on. That's still a lot of distance. Better than it was.
Fair amount, yeah.
So, good job, Sega. You've made it a little bit of a nicer game to play. Thank you very much.
You got there in the end. It's only been out like a year.
Well...
Actually, is it a year? How long?
About 6 months, I'd say.
Yeah.
But the difference you get in the jump is insane now. Which is good, because the only way you used to get that was if you used the grind rails.
Right.
And even then, they've made a lot of tweaks to this game, which is good. Even the spin dash came because the director of the game, a man named Morio Kishimoto, I believe it's Morio Kishimoto. It's definitely Kishimoto, I know that much.
Yeah.
Morio Kishimoto. Yes, Morio Kishimoto. He's been designing the Sonic games since Sonic Colors, which came out in 2010, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And the franchise has been, yeah, depending on who you ask, in a bit of a rocky state. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let me look at Game Banana, just so I can get the name of that. No.
The mod guy.
Get the name of the mod, because it was a very, very good mod. It doesn't work anymore, unfortunately, because when they update the game, mods just disappear.
Yeah. Is it Beats YT3? Was that it?
Potentially? Let me have a look. Where's
the improved physics mod? Was that what it was called?
No, it was called True Physics.
Oh, True Physics.
True Physics. Let's have a look. Come on. Oh,
True
actually.
Physics by Medajolts.
I think so. Where is the name of the person? Come on.
Slope Physics High Speed Cap.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That made this game amazing. I managed to record some footage of it before it became redundant.
I'll put that link in the chat so people want it.
I don't know if it works anymore. Is the problem? I don't think it does.
It'll probably bring it back though. It'll probably update it.
I hope so because it really made this game much better than it was.
So when did this new update? The new update was like last night, was it? Or...
Yeah, literally last night.
Yeah.
Okay, you're wasting my time. Let's go to an enemy. I know I can grind points. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to build up levels, collect these orbs to get your multiplier up, and then just sort of run around and do stuff. I found an easier way. Find an enemy, boost your multiplier up that way, and once you've done that, just find a place to do a lot of tricks. Get that S rank. Because you need to get an S rank for every one of these before you get the spin dash.
You've hacked Sonic, Sax.
I wouldn't say I've hacked Sonic, or I've exploited the design that Sega put in there. And that's only for this island, because I don't know if that's going to work for the next one.
Sonic Hacks with Sax, that's what we need to call the channel.
Sonic Hacks with Sax. Make it sound like I'm actually good at this game. I'm not. Or any Sonic game, for that matter.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's better than I could do.
Well, I mean, one of the biggest things with Sonic games, I find, is there is an inherent learning curve. Like, there's a lot of crap with Sonic games.
Yeah.
The fans will just sort of maneuver around. And they won't realise they have. There's a very good example of this. No, I don't want to fight the boss, thank you very much.
Too late.
No, I can still ignore it, I just gotta move away. Problem is... let's find, what am I looking?
It's a desert shark.
I am absolutely not gonna make my quota. No! There's a lot going on in this game. But...
There is a lot going on, yeah.
Well, what's nice is that... Oh, good.
This is like an ADHD's paradise. the amount of hyper focus.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd make that. I'm gonna have to look around for a place I can grind, because I am not particularly good at that. There is another option, which is simply to switch to easy mode, because I'm currently on hard. Saying it's easy mode makes it, well, easy. But where's the fun in that?
Yeah, where's the fun
in that? Even if it's finding an exploit, I want to do that instead. Because it means I can, you know, exploit the system, as it were.
Absolutely. This is what we're here for. We try and break games.
I mean, that's half the fun of them, I think.
I always try and find the easy way out of doing stuff. Never play it how it's supposed to be played.
There's one around here. Oh. One issue this game has is that certain enemies will rip control of the camera away from you, and that's not good.
No.
Why that's not an option to remove, I don't know. Because they leave it to the player to figure out a lot of other stuff, like how they want Sonic to turn, which isn't inherently bad. Like, it means I can have a game I prefer the feel of.
Yeah.
However, it does mean that a lot of how good the game plays is on the player, and a lot of things like the camera being ripped out of your control is still not in your control, annoyingly.
It seems bizarre when they've put so many other options in that you don't have the option to turn that off. You know, if they're so finicky about the physics of Sonic, why are they not the same with the camera?
Yeah.
It seems...
Well, they are in some aspects. Oh god dang it. So, because you haven't actually seen much, Tom, I think the only thing you've seen is cyberspace. This is Sonic's new move called Silent.
Okay.
So basically, you push the upper button, which is for me the Y button, and allows you to draw anything.
Dangerous.
Just for the sake of just for the sake of the stream. Nope. Ah, come on.
You can do it.
You might recognise what I'm drawing. Not as good, but a Mogus. It's not very good. Anyway. Yeah, if anybody's watching for the sake of, okay mate, where do I get the spin dash? Simple as, just do these challenges here. Do all of them, S-rank them, put them in easy, do whatever you have to. I think removing the spin dash, well, I think not having the spin dash as like a reward, I'm not too keen on it, but Sega does Sega.
So you've got to do these specific challenges to get that, unlock that new dash. Then you can't unlock them any other way.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting thing about damage in this game, actually. If you get damaged, you can... What's the music I should put on? I'll just put on default. So for the first update, they actually gave you a... They actually gave you a jukebox of all the greatest hits. Which is nice. I rather enjoy just playing the game with, you know, just old music. But
OG music.
The music in this is still great. I'm going to think I'm just going to have to do it the proper way. Alright, let's see how this goes. And... No! Leave out my camera.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's I see what you mean. It's quite annoying.
Yeah.
It's like an auto aim assist thing, isn't it?
Pretty much. I should have marked out this area a bit better. Oh, fine. Dang it. Ah, well. I really should have marked this out better. Okay, that's good. Now I can do things like, you're just running around. Find things I can use to... There we go. Ah, dear, I didn't jump. Let's try that again. And I couldn't jump. That's interesting. I have to do that again. Piss poor performance. Oh dear.
So how long is that? Like on a timer then? That the multiplier, score multiplier thing.
The multiplier isn't on a timer, but the whole rest of it is.
Okay. Oh right, yeah, I see the timer now. Yeah, sorry, you can see it.
So it's about, you got a minute to. Ah! Well, that wasn't fun.
Oh.
You got about a minute to
Like hit that S score.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna have a quick look around, see if things I can spam. Don't want to do the boss. Well, I'll do them to get them to go away because they're in the way.
So is it still Robotnik then? The main bad guy? I take it.
Technically, yes. But one of the big things with Eggman for the last few years has been he's been the, how do I put it, the catalyst to bad things happening and not the person making the bad things happen.
Okay.
This time it's because he released basically ancient technology that was holding an enemy inside. Same could be said for a lot of things. The plot of Sonic Adventure released an ancient being that wanted to destroy everything, and he powered it up. Sonic Adventure 2, he released Shadow, and Shadow wanted to fuck things up. Sonic Heroes, not so much.
So he's just... Robotnik's just an enabler now, then.
Basically,
yes, for bad things.
That's what he's become, essentially.
He's not a villain, just an enabler. For villainy.
He's still an enabler. Still an enabler for villainy. But I think the last game, Eggman was actually genuinely the antagonist. I was saying that Sonic Generations kind of counts, and that was about 2010. This is essentially a quick time boss.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was going to say are there many quick time event type things.
Surprisingly not that many. Controversial opinion, I think the quick time events in a Sonic game are actually a great idea. Because it would mean that they could do more interesting action set-piece cutscenes.
Yeah, I get that.
Some people would argue, well, I'd rather just be playing that. True, but with the amount of set pieces we haven't had in Sonic games for a while, it'd be nice to have some, like, dynamic camera angles and... I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it.
And you could bring that down with, bring that forward with some events, I think.
Yeah, some more cinematic type Sonic boss fights.
Yeah. What is your history with the little blue rat, by the way?
I think I played 2 to death, like OG Sonic, and then I never really don't think I picked it back up. I tried to play it. There was an online version of it, and I tried to play it, and I just realised how badly I suck at platform games.
Well, don't we all?
Oh, I don't know. On another level of, I used to play platformers all the time, but I don't know what happened. Whether it's my reaction. Actually, I think what was the last one? Crash Bandicoot, when they brought the remake of that out.
Oh, the Insane Trilogy.
Oh man, I used to think I was good at Crash Bandicoot, but I sucked at that game.
To be fair, which did you start off with? Did you start with the original first, or did you play 2 or 3?
No, I went straight from the OG.
Well, with the Insane Trilogy specifically, there were quite a lot of issues. So in the original release, hitboxes were a lot more forgiving.
Yeah, I get that.
Like you could pretty much be a pixel level away from what you need. And you'd be fine. Whereas on the Insane Trilogy, not so much.
Me and my temporary housemate, we played was it the Turtles one? The bridge. You could jump over the gaps in the bridge.
Oh, that one, yeah, no, that caused so many issues for so many people. I wouldn't feel bad about that one at all.
I don't know how many times I rage quit that level.
I managed to do it, but only because what's the word I'm looking for? Only because I cheesed it.
This relentless persistence.
No, I can't say it was relentless persistence. I wish I could say it was relentless persistence, but it wasn't. Instead, it was using the ropes. Come on! Come on! Shit.
Oh, it's an 8.
No, I need an S. Shit, just run. I can make it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes.
Yes. Nice.
Woo. Well, that's one at least.
Nice. How many of these do you need to get?
How many of these? In this map, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Blimey.
Have
you got to max all these out then to get the?
You got to get
unlock?
S rank on all of these to
What on every single map as well?
Yes.
Holy shit! They're not, they're not making that one easy.
No. I mean, arguably, if you put it on easy mode, kind of.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that. You're better than easy mode, Sax.
We'll see. I might have to if it gets real bad.
No, you got this. You got this.
Fingers crossed I got this.
Already smashing it.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, not doing too bad, but you're ready.
Yeah. This is in the bag.
You say that. Come on, give me something else to platform with. Ah, perfect. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, look at that. Miles.
Come on.
Still,
yes!
Still
Got
10
the
seconds.
S.
10 seconds and you're at the S already. Easy. Easy. In the bag. In the bag.
Yeah, no. Seems the trick is just make use of all those little areas that you usually... Well, what I usually do is just ignore those.
What are the little creatures?
Oh, these! Oh, for God's sake. Whenever an enemy is nearby, Sonic enters a...
Combat phase.
Yes. These are called Coco. They're essentially... Did you play Adventure at all?
No.
You only played the original Sonic 2?
I only do it yet. Yeah, I'm miles behind Sax.
You played Breath of the Wild though, right?
Yeah.
So these are essentially this game's Koroks.
Okay.
And collecting them, if you look at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you've got various things that are maxed. Collect them,
Right.
you go to an old Coco, let's see if we can find him, he's nearby. Yeah, he's this way. And he basically rewards you with finding stuff. Not this one specifically, this one will give you levels up on attack and defense, because there's combat in this game.
Yeah.
There, what was on my mind? So this one gives you levels up in terms of combat and defense, and you get these little seeds to do it with. There's another one on the other side of this little desert here to level up your speed and your ring count, which, ironically, you do not want your rings to be 999 like I have it.
Why?
So, I'm max level, so it doesn't really count. But
Yeah.
normally when you play this game, you've got a really low powered boost. You max out your rings, however, you get this blue boost or maximum boost. You see these?
Yeah.
That gives you what you need for leveling up your attack.
Okay.
But if you max your rings out, you get this boost, the blue boost, the boost that goes really, really fast across the map.
Yeah.
It's a mixed bag. I think that it's great. It's nice if you can control the level of boost. On the fly, you can't.
Right, so you're just kind of stuck with boost speed.
Whatever
Until,
boost
like-
speed you got, no, go away. Go away. I do not want to engage.
Is that until you lose rings, then? I guess.
Yes. Once you got those rings though, you're golden. Perfect. Now I just need to find things to exploit. Shit! Overshot it. No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make this one. Ah, well.
Oh, B. No.
Yeah, it needs to be an S. I'll get there. I'll get there.
That was close though.
Alright, let's just and here we go. What am I doing? Wasting my time. Dang it! That's one of the biggest issues I find with this game is that despite the fact it's open zone, they have a lot of automation, and I mean a lot of automation, a lot of railroading, which is not great. It's not particularly bad in this level. There are some levels later that are genuinely atrocious for it. But again, if you play the game enough like I have, you learn to just avoid those areas.
Yeah.
A little better than I was before. Ah well. This is start.
Oh man. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. But no, you so your most recent one was Crash Bandicoot. What platformers did you go up with as a kid?
Jazz Jackrabbit on 1 and 2.
I have not heard of that.
They're great games. What else? Alex the Kid.
Oh, Sega's former mascot before this little git
Yeah.
took the place.
Sega's former mascot. Yeah, Alex the Kid, Sonic, Mario Brothers, obviously. But I think again it was only OG Mario's. Never played any of the newer 3D stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you still not played any?
No, I don't know why. I just just didn't appeal. It got to a point I think where I don't know why I stopped playing platformers. I think it was just moved on to survivally type games.
That's fine. We all have our particular games we like to play.
And then adventure games. I did like the old Space Quest.
Yeah.
They were great games. And what did I move on to? A lot of the old school Fallout games.
Oh, I love the old school Fallout games. Those Have you played anything by Obsidian?
Yes.
Like the Outer Wilds?
I did play the Outer Wilds, yeah. It was alright, as far as I can remember.
I don't think it's Outer Wilds I'm thinking of. I think it's Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds. It's like a bit of a comedy thing, isn't it? Am I thinking about the right thing?
I don't know. There's Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds. The Outer Worlds feels closer to Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, that was the it was kind of like a semi tongue-in-cheek. It reminded me a little bit of Borderlands, but with a Fallouty type vibe. It was good. It was good. I did enjoy it. I didn't really stick with it though for some reason.
I mean, who has the time, really? Apparently I do. I put 100 hours into a 20-hour game. But...
Hey man, let's not discuss how much I've put into Project Zomboid. Let's just not even go there, to be honest. Let's not even go there. Yeah, I mean... Also, I started playing Star Trek Online again. That was a random...
Nice.
580 hours on Project Zomboid.
Damn.
And that's not counting the Desura hours when I got it on release.
Yeah, because you played that game far longer than, well, I imagine a lot have.
Yeah, I got it when it was £4.99 and written in Java.
Dang.
Before they got all their stuff stolen and had to go back to redeveloping it from scratch, which is gutting.
That is a shame. An absolute shame.
It's great. I mean, they're great. It is slow. I think the biggest criticism of that game is it's just so slow in development. But then if you think about the history of it, where they've sumo, where they've had to go back from and I'll be right back.
That's fine. Ah! Whoa. Oh, I guess there's one way to fix that problem. Yeah, what's my experience with this game? 200 hours is my experience with this game. So I did a 100% playthrough, air quotations 100% playthrough on PS4. I then did it on my Steam Deck. Steam Deck is amazing. I cannot stress how amazing the Steam Deck is. Then I did a 100% run on the Steam Deck without restaking once. It is not possible, unfortunately. You only need to boost a few times, luckily, but it is still not possible. I should keep on that. Perfect. Right. My drawing quite good. I need to find a better outlet here. Rats!
Ugh, sorry, Saxman, that was a delivery for next door.
Oh, that's fine.
It's like, ooh, presents!
Oh, if only. I always like when it's for me. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
What do you say? Oh, Zomboid, yeah. Yeah, I think the criticism with Zomboid is that it's taken a long time, but they're only a really small team.
I mean,
And
well, I mean,
what
on
they have-
top of that,
what they-
one of the biggest arguments for that is that it's practically a complete game.
yeah, I mean, I think it's ever evolving, and the features that they are adding are going to be amazing. It's just going to make it infinitely replayable.
Yes.
If they pull off what they're trying to pull off, which is almost like a, they want kind of this Walking Dead, build your communities, have them survivable. They're introducing farming, which is coming hopefully soon. The NPCs with the meta game sounds like it's going to be just mind-blowing. So, when they get there, I have absolute faith that they'll get there.
Oh,
and I think it'll be one of those games that will just keep going. That's the really good thing. I see a lot of it. Like, I'm a huge advocate of early access. I think it's a really great thing for developers. I think that's probably one of the ballsiest moves that Steam could have ever done.
Yeah.
And not to say that it's not without its, there has
Flaws.
been some, yeah, I mean, there's been some games I mean, we were talking about this the other day with Peter Molyneux, you know, and Goddess. That whole thing. I don't know. Peter Molyneux, you know, black and white, populous, Fable. You know, all of those games that he worked on are, I would say, were fantastic games.
Oh, absolutely. There's no denying that a lot of the games he's made are fantastic, but he has a real problem of overselling and underproducing, shall we
Yeah,
say.
he does. I watched that after we'd finished talking about it the other night in the poddy in the lobby. I watched a documentary on him. So a YouTuber's done. I think it's like a half-hour documentary on YouTube. I'll try and find it. And it was really good. It was about him talking about Project Milo, with the. Do you remember? It had like when the Kinect came out, they did loads of like.
I remember Project Milo.
Yeah, Molyneux.
Quite clearly, actually.
Yeah, Molyneux came out and was like, "Oh, you take this young boy on this journey and you nurture him and da 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 da," and it was like it was literally all just bullshit. Like they didn't even have the technology.
No.
It was all staged, all like the tech demo, quote unquote. It was just an actress and pre-programmed, and
there's a lot of bullshot in the industry. A lot of it.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it was just like, I think some of like they had his coders and stuff. They were just like, this like AI level of AI just doesn't exist. This is like early. Well, I don't know when the Kinect came out. It's like 2008, 9 maybe, was it? Maybe a bit later than that. And you think like February 2012. Wow. And you think like the general AI, that Milo kind of AI that could react and adapt. We're only just starting to see that now.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You know, we've got games. We've got some. You know, there's some mods that have integrated ChatGPT into the games. So you've got, you know, NPCs that can talk to you and remember conversations, and that's now. So Molyneux is like, he's ahead of his time with ideas, but I think people just got sick of his bullshit.
I mean, ultimately, it takes a lot to innovate. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you think of something like, I don't know, the original Star Trek, the idea of doors that slid open on their own was like, what? No way, that's not
Yeah,
possible.
And now we've got them and they don't work.
Yes, but we've got them.
But we've got them. And forever crashing into Tesco's door, it just doesn't open in time.
The trick is not to rely on it wholeheartedly.
Yeah, no, I mean,
all of technology, unfortunately.
For whatever you want to say about Molyneux, I do still think that, you know, maybe his heart was in the right place, but it's just his goal wasn't.
I think good to have him on board the team, but you don't put him in front of a camera.
No.
That's the trick.
No, I think with that 22 cans thing, when I bought Goddess because I love Black and White. I love Black and White 2. I thought that was those games were just great. They were such good little strategy god game things.
Yeah.
Sharky Boy's back. And so I thought, oh wow, Molyneux's doing like another Black and White game-ish in that same vein as Populous, and you know he can't fuck this up, and he did.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did. I mean, the hype train with the cube thing. Did you ever play that, the cube?
I didn't play the cube, no.
Did you not? I got minorly addicted to it for a while. I ended up playing with the Yogscast. They were on there.
Really?
Yeah, which was really, really strange. So the Yogs were like Simon and Lewis were on there with what you would call him as well. And it was just really funny, just people like because the whole premise of that was there was like a billion little cubes that you have to press and delete the cubes, and the first one to the center of the cube got a Peter Molyneux mystical prize kind of thing, and everybody was trying to get to the center of this cube, and I think it turns out that it was some kind of like Kickstarter backer award for Goddess. I'm going to check out Steam and see what the reviews are on Goddess, because I bought that fucking game, so I have no idea why. Why did I do it? 2015. Wow. Hang on, let me have a look. Let's see what the reviews are.
You had faith in the developer who.
Yeah, I did.
Although yes, there was a lot of bullshit involved.
Let's see what the top comments are on this. The most epic example of how a potentially wonderful game can fail. Wow.
I mean, not wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean, wow, it's over. Nothing left but treachery from the once great Peter Molyneux.
Nothing left but treachery? I thought that was all there was.
Ho
ho ho!
Oh.
Saying that, I absolutely adored Fable 2. Fable 2 was...
It's great. I went for a job at Lionhead Studios.
Really?
After we left uni, I got job interviews, go and work, go and do a bit of work experience with it. I can't remember why. I think I probably couldn't get up to Guildford. They were based in Guildford at the time. I just couldn't find anywhere to easily relocate. But that would have been dream job.
Oh, absolutely. You got the chops for it, definitely.
Yeah, no, it would have been great. I would have loved it, but I don't even know if Lionhead are still around, are they? I think they went bust.
I don't think so.
I think they sacked Molyneux, didn't they?
Well, yeah, can you blame them?
Are they still around? Ceased in 2016. So I'd have gone just after we finished uni, which would have been 2013. So yeah, I'd have only been in the job for like 3 years if I'd have taken it.
Well, I mean, 3 years is still a leg in the industry.
It is, yeah, working for a Triple A
that's the
studio.
thing about this industry is that you gotta get in it. It doesn't matter where you go from there. If you're in it, you're in it.
It is. It's very true. You do. Well, it's like most industries. You move left and right, don't you?
Although saying that, based off the nightmare stories you hear, maybe it's better you weren't in it. No. Yeah, I mean, like Bullfrog did some great games. There was a game called I don't know if Glenn should be here for this. There was a game called The Syndicate. Oh, I vaguely remember that one.
Or Syndicate. I really enjoyed it. It was really hard, but I just found it now. I think I had it. That was like on floppy disk, which was just mad. Can you remember floppy disks were a thing? Like,
oh God, don't remind me how old I am.
Like Jesus, Final Fantasy VII's like over 100 gig with all the DLC on it. Like, could you imagine how many?
Are we talking? Oh, we're talking remake.
Yeah. Can you imagine how many floppy disks that would take? Jeez.
I don't think I want to think about how many floppy disks that would take. That would make me very.
My house would be full of just floppy disks. What's that? What were they? Like 1.4 meg, weren't they? Floppy disks.
Are you any further with that one?
No, I didn't. I haven't picked it up since the Demon House. I got to the Demon House. I might start from scratch. I was just talking to Is It Any Wonder earlier, Hefika, about streaming it. I was sort of saying I got past the demo where the demo ended, so I think it ended just before the haunted house thing. So I might start from scratch and do it again and stream it maybe. So I'm really enjoying it, and a lot of yeah, like a lot of key moments are there still, and I'm like, wow, I remember this. And there's a lot of new.
There's a lot of good in the remake.
There's a lot of new stuff as well, but I mean, there's a lot of some key moments like going through the tunnels with Aerith and stuff with the hands, the robot hands. I was like, oh wow, I remember how like it's a lot easier now, but I remember how difficult I found that puzzle. It's just like, oh god, will this end?
Funny story. So I played that game way too much as well. That was my pandemic game, actually. That was the game I played all throughout COVID. And I tried to, like, platinum it.
Yeah.
I think I failed in the end. But one of the main things I had to do is a lot of the, sorry, one sec.
That's alright.
One of the a lot of achievements in that game were tied to that particular chapter, and
right.
it required multiple playthroughs of that chapter. And oh boy, was it those arms by the end of it, I hated them. I hated them so much because it is slow, it is clunky. The first time you play it, it's not a bother. Maybe even the second time you play it, it's not a bother. But by like the third or fourth time, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, did you really have to tie all these achievements to that bloody chapter?
I mean, that whole, I mean, in the OG Final Fantasy, that section for me was an utter nightmare. I hated it. It was so clunky and so hard to see where you were supposed to go with the arms. I think that was the thing. It was because the original game was like, I mean, the graphics are not as beautiful. I mean, I was playing this at like, I've got Final Fantasy at 120 frames on like maxed out, and it just it's stunning. It's just.
Arguably, the original did look beautiful, but it looked beautiful at the time.
It was, I mean, the cinematic stuff on the original was, for me, that was mind-blowing, because I hadn't seen anything like that before, I think, at the time. I mean, considering we had top-down Grand Theft Auto when that game came out, like, that was insane to see those visuals. You know, I mean, the main game, they're all, like, low-poly characters, but those like, cutscenes were just like another level.
Well, even those low poly characters at the time were impressive.
Yeah, hugely. It was, yeah. I mean, it's still like one of my all-time favorites.
You wanna know something funny? The first time I played that game, is there a fast travel I can go to? No. First time I played that game, I played it on. Well, no, the first time I played it was on PlayStation, but I never finished it. The first time I finished that game, I played it on iOS.
Oh, really?
I played it on an old iPad, and the funniest part was, it didn't all run properly.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah, they did that. They did do that, didn't they? For a lot of the Final Fantasy games, they brought them to iOS, didn't they?
Yeah, but my iPad was like an old shitty iPad. So it didn't run particularly well, shall we say.
Yeah.
Oh, piss.
Oh, that was a stitch up.
Nah, that was on me. That was on me. Get better, Saxon. When I played it on my iPad, because I had such a weak iPad, the game ran fine until the motorcycle chase.
Oh, the motorcycle chase.
The motorcycle chase ran at like, I'm gonna say 100 times slower than it's supposed to. And so did the boat rides. Like, nothing to do with underwater. It was just the boat ride from I can't remember which part. I think it was from one area to Costa del Sol.
Yeah, I know the one you're on about.
And it was just it just killed the speed painfully so. I had no idea what was going on. Like, I think I remember sitting down for an hour, or at least what felt like an hour. What felt like an hour just doing that one, just waiting for that stupid thing to load and to stop, because it never ended.
Oh dear, no, it's yeah, it's good so far. I'm really enjoying. Do you want to know how many floppy disks I would have to install Final Fantasy VII Remake and all the DLC?
Go on.
Do you want to hazard a guess?
1,000? 10,000?
Keep going.
More than 10,000. Oh boy.
77,100. Give or take.
I mean, at least it's not a million, I guess. That's
The capacity was 1.44 megabytes, so it would take 771 of them to make up a gigabyte.
Now here's a question. Would you even be able to get his Cloud Strife's model on a single floppy disk?
Old model maybe, but new one doubtable.
Come on! No,
Don't have, yeah, I had like 150 gig of... I had about 200 gig of hard drive space before I installed it. I've got 44 gig on my hard drive now.
Is that an any wonder with us?
I did sound it. It did sound like an any wonder. Nope, maybe she went. She did say she was going to come on at some point, maybe, probably.
That'd be nice. Oh, dang it. With games like these, my attention span is not the best at doing two things at once. I'm a man.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm very bad at that.
Sorry, I'm like totally putting you off your S rank here.
No. I'm enjoying it. You're helping me. Otherwise, this would just be silence.
the concentration level.
Also, I appreciate the company.
Oh, it's nice to be here. It's nice to watch it. It looks utter chaos, but...
You bastard! There we go. That S rank is not happening.
This looks tricky, this level.
It is a particularly awkward area. But...
It looks it, like... Getting on the rails and stuff look really tricky.
The control of this game is... Like, it's my own fault. If I really wanted to, I can make the control much better. Arguably. But... this is how I prefer it feeling. Also, I want to get that S rank, and the speed really helps. Okay, that doesn't help me. No, that also doesn't help me.
The new Steam layout looks... Have you got... Did you get the new Steam layout now?
I think I did. I mean, it looks mostly the same, I think, but that's because...
No, it's got like a... It looks a bit clearer, like everything... All the text is a bit
to be fair,
clearer.
I was mostly Steam Deck, so I didn't notice any difference. So it feels about the standard for me because that's probably what I'm used to.
Did we play Devour? We haven't played Devour yet, have we?
We haven't played Devour yet, no. I would like to, though.
Yeah, I was just looking through what we had. You guys played Vaid Retro Exorcist, didn't you?
Yes, we did. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I caught that stream. It did look good.
Definitely worth a play with all four of us, I think.
Yeah. Just having a look at my Twitch.
Good shout.
I was going to see. I can't remember whether I linked everything. it's a proper conundrum now. Like everybody's decided to move over to Kick instead of Twitch. I've just started building up like a little following on Twitch, and now everybody's just gone, oh, let's go over to Kick.
Is there a new streaming website?
Yeah, it's fairly. I don't think it's new, but it seems to be offering better payouts and a bit of an easier affiliate goal, easier partnership goal than Twitch is. Everybody's got really pissy with Twitch.
I mean, understandably.
Yeah, they've done a couple of whoopsies, as far as I can tell. So people are not very fond of Twitch at the minute. But it's just really annoying. Like, I don't want to keep shifting platforms.
No.
Especially when you start building like a little fan base up, you just don't want to keep moving.
No, of course not.
But then I think with Kick, there's no big horror niche on there yet, so I think it would be really good for us to get that horror niche early on. But I don't know. Not sure how I feel about it yet.
Well, if we get an Any Wonder, I'm more than happy to swap out because.
Yeah, I was going to wait until Tom, that me and Jess have been chatting to on Twitch. He's moving over. He's done a few streams on Kick, and he's doing one on Sunday. So I was going to join him for that and see how his stream goes. Because he's hot.
Forgive my ignorance, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, as in who is this Tom?
Oh, Tom. He's called Tom NK21 Neon Knight. He's a Twitch partner.
Oh, okay.
He's a lovely guy. So we've just been, me and Jess put me onto him, and then I've been talking to him. And I've been watching his streams. He streams quite early, so it's quite nice. So he's on it starts at 4, so you can just jump in there, catch a bit of the stream.
When you say 4, do you mean 4?
In the afternoon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's from the UK. But yeah, no, he's a nice guy. So they gifted me a sub the other day to his chat. Oh no. Yeah, gifted me a sub to his channel the other day. So I gifted one back to their so pay it forward.
I think that's always good. Pay it forward.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. He's got this really nice community over there. Everybody's like really chill.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, he's just giving some nice tips as well. So I started up that Discord channel for my channel because I thought people were asking the other day in stream if I had a Discord that they could follow or join, and I was like, oh no, I didn't even think that was do I have to set one up? Is that something you guys want, to follow me on Discord and chat to me there? That's really weird, but apparently it was a thing. So I set one up, and then Tom, obviously, he was saying you have to kind of watch it with Discord bombing.
Discord bombing?
Yeah, you get people that come and like crash your Discord and just post abuse and stuff like that.
Oh yay!
Like Discord trolls. So he was just saying he assigns roles to everybody that joins his Discord, so that he knows like they're legit, which is fair. I think if you don't want people just coming in and randomly giving everybody on your Discord abuse. So
last thing you need, really.
I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
That's fine. No! God, I hate this level. Right, I'm just gonna fast travel elsewhere. Let's go over here. Right, let's have a look. Let's go to a different one. Let's go to this one. Oh, I got most of them though. That's good. That's a good start. Okay. I think I'll fast travel. I remember correctly, there was a place directly. Oh well. Ah! That at least. Yes! Phew! Barely, but still got it. Right, next one. Oh god, it's those again. Yeah, it's these two. Right, alright, alright. Back I go. The physics in this game are absolutely horrible. Two updates now. Two updates. You can't fix that? Come on, Sega. Fix it. Fix it. What do you want to do? I have to do deal with this guy. Oddly enough, I don't mind this one too much. I'd say my least favourite is the caterpillar, actually.
Sorry. Got water and then R2 was there after food.
R2?
R2, my pet blackbird.
Oh. Didn't know about the pet. Yeah, I didn't know about the pet. I didn't know about the pet blackbird.
Did I not send you that video of me whistling and him coming?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know whether I sent it or not. Yeah, he comes when I whistle him, which is really weird.
Weird, I think.
My neighbours must think I'm mental. Well, they already know I'm mental. I've been out with them enough, so.
Your neighbors love you. Well, I do.
No. Like a blush. Yeah, he's looking rather haggard though, I must admit. He's obviously had a rough brood. Poor bird.
We all have our struggles.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you can do this. So close.
Come on!
Yes, look at that.
Yeah! Oh, thank goodness. Now I've only got one left to do.
With 4 seconds to spare. Nice.
After this one, I'll only be halfway finished. Or, the other way to think of it is, after this one, I'll be halfway finished.
That's the same way of looking at it? Is it not?
Well, the difference is, this one is, oh god, I'm halfway finished, and the other is, oh, I'm halfway finished.
Oh, I'm nearly done.
It's all about how you think it. This is the other one. This is the one who you return the other ones for.
Right.
There you are. You are welcome. You can have those back. I don't need them anymore. Look how hard they are to spot, though, in the wilderness. Because unlike the Korok seeds, which are just sort of, you know, you have to do puzzles and things in the overworld, it doesn't really apply with the Coco. They just sort of
They're not the little... yeah, they are the little seed things, aren't they?
pretty much, they do the same thing.
They're the ones in... They're the ones that people have been abusing in Tears of the Kingdom.
Have I not been paying attention to Tears of the Kingdom? I really want it, but at the same time, money.
Yeah, no, it's alright. It was alright. I don't know. I haven't... I'm terrible, like... I haven't played or finished a Zelda game since the Nintendo DS Zelda game.
Which one was that?
Oh, what was it called now?
Was it Phantom Hourglass or was it...
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it's Phantom Hourglass.
That game aggravated me.
It was really clever. I thought it was really clever how it used the dual screen on the DS. I thought it was... They did some really clever little things.
They had a puzzle on there that really made me angry. Cause it was the whole, you gotta have it, press the two, you gotta have touched the map with the map.
Yeah,
Like,
that one.
Okay, that's very clever on one hand. On the other hand, it really breaks the immersion.
Yeah, it was...
And the problem is, I get really immersed.
I thought it was, yeah, some...
No! Yes! Oh.
Yeah, look at that.
Fine.
4 seconds to spare. Again, this is a...
Whoa! No, it really annoyed me because when I play a game, I'm in it. I'm fully in it. So when it pulls things like, oh, we want you to break your immersion and think of the game purely in that sense, and I didn't get on with that. It aggravated me, but otherwise, really good game. Really enjoyed it. I do like I preferred Phantom Hourglass over Spirit Tracks. Did you play that one?
No, I didn't play that one. No. Yeah, no, it's just Phantom Hourglass. I did like the blow the sand away and stuff. It was really clever. I thought it was very clever. But I haven't. I gave my DS away to my little cousin because he broke his and was heartbroken. So I was like, "You can have it. You can have mine."
Well, that's good. Not many people would do that.
And I think I nearly forked out on the 3DS. I was kind of like, should I do it? Because we all used to, I don't know, we had a Nintendo family session at one point. Like, sister had the Kinect, the Wii.
Yeah.
And then me and my sister and niece would play, what you call it? What's it called? the... Oh my god. The really popular one. That everybody
That
plays.
doesn't really narrow it down.
Oh no, I know. Oh, with the... Oh my god, my brain.
That's fair. Sonic does that to me too.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, there we go. I could never get into Animal Crossing.
Oh, we used to play it for hours.
I can't explain why. I never got into it. Bigger fan of Harvest Moon myself.
Yeah. Have you played what you call it yet?
Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, I lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of my life. I think I also had... No, I didn't do that during lockdown. That was like my comfort after work when I used to work at the student bar. And what usually happened is very responsible of me. I'd start playing when I got home after work, and I'd be like, okay, I won't play it for too long because it's gonna take up a lot of time. Next thing I know, it'll be 4 in the morning.
That's like Minecraft with me. I used to do I remember doing that at uni with Minecraft, and I think I started after we'd finished uni, got back home from uni, and ended up just digging a hole. I think that was all I was doing, just digging a hole. I can't remember what the actual end game was for that hole, but
sometimes it's nice just to dig a hole.
Yeah, I just looked at the clock, and it was like 4, and I was like, what on earth have I been doing?
I like to think of it as building... What's the word?
That was closed.
Yeah, it was. Building... I don't know. Building... trying to think of an excuse to waste time playing games. Building...
Your own story.
Building your own story, no. There is a word I'm looking for here. Building a tolerance to menial tasks.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, it was very much like that. I mean, I just dug a hole. I don't think I actually accomplished anything. I think what my actual goal was to set up a redstone factory. I got the mining mod, so you can automate the mines with redstone.
Nice.
And so it just digs out all the stuff. Wow, smashed that one, Sax.
Took a second attempt, but yeah.
And so I think I had to dig a square to put the mining equipment in, and eventually I just did it myself for like 12 hours probably.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When it comes up to when you've got a goal in mind in a game, you kind of get lost in it.
Oh, you do definitely.
I mean, a lot of menial labour would be done a lot better. I feel like if we could get robots that we can control and make them control like a video game, the amount of manual labour will just happily be done by people if it's treated like a fucking game.
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, I did that with Zomboid as well. Zomboid, I would spend just hours building up a massive base. Just hours and hours. Not even really playing the game, just base building. I think you just...
Well, a lot of people, they do enjoy menial labour in the pursuit of fun. The problem is, a lot of menial labour, it hurts the body. Like, I don't think anybody particularly minds menial labour as long as they find it engaging. But some of the issue is that if your body's not up to it, your body's not up to it.
No, I think sometimes you just need to... Wow, smash this one as well, Sax.
Well, this is usually a level I hate to be in. because it railroads you a lot.
Right.
The railroading is what gives you lots of points. So this is probably the easiest level for that. Whereas the second one is probably the most open and the easiest to mess around in. So I imagine the fourth and final one after this is probably going to be about as difficult as the first one. Whereas this one's going to be... It's probably going to be a massive breeze.
It's going well so far.
You see what I mean? I'm stuck in 2D now.
Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that has properly shoved you in there, hasn't it?
Yeah. And that's some of the issue with this game, especially this particular level, is that there are places in the open world that will just lock you.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Well, for an open zone thing, absolutely. Ah, dang it.
Yeah. You can do it.
Oh, I imagine. So, I say, much more railroady than the others.
Yeah, it's very on the rail, isn't it?
Quite literally now.
Quite literally now, yeah. Oh, wow. You're going to S-max it here.
If only. What's quite funny about Frontier's rail grinding is that, well, rail grinding in general. Rail grinding was introduced in Sonic Adventure 2, and that had like balancing mechanics.
Yeah.
Where you had to tilt yourself a certain way and crouch in order to build speed. They removed that from that game onwards, and now it's just you get on a rail and you stay on the rail.
It's a bit Ratchet and Clanky.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I would rather we still have rail grinding than not, but I don't know. I kind of like when there was skill to it, but so do many.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard. I guess it's trying to strike a balance between what's fun and what's impossible for a new player.
Well, I can tell you this. I used to have difficulty with the get away from the lava. I used to have a lot of difficulty with bouncing. I still do at times. Whereas this, it's brainless. It's easy. But that's kind of half the problem. It's easy. You don't have to think.
I was watching a thing the other day with Moist Critical was going off on one about people slagging off Final Fantasy 15.
15 specifically?
Yeah, because it's got the same as 7, where you can either play it in, you've got like the normal, classic, normal, easy, normal, or easy. It's got all the different like difficulty options for combat, and there's one difficulty option which is basically just like a story difficulty option, so it does all the combat. The combat's just one button press and it does all the difficult stuff for you.
Well, people have a lot of a hard time with games being easy. I don't know why myself. Like, just don't, it's one of those things. Yeah, there are games that people want to play, like Dark Souls.
Oh god, I just can't.
And they're really hard. They're really hard. My attitude is I just don't bother.
No.
But as someone who played Vampire, as it was called, that was also a hard game, and they added an easy mode. Oh dear.
Crispy Sonic.
Just a bit. But they added an easy mode to it. And on one hand, I wasn't happy about it, but not because it meant more people could play it, because that's always the benefit of adding an easy mode. More people will be able to play it, it's more accessible. And with Dark Souls, half the appeal of that game is that it is hard, thus you brag about it.
Yeah, I think it's humble brag game, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just
Oh dear.
I haven't got time for a game that's that difficult. I don't mind it. I don't mind a difficult game, but if it gets to the point where I'm going to rage quit, it's just not for me. It's not the one.
Well, the game Vampire is also quite a difficult game, but I argue it does something very good with it. It's not just bragging rights with that game. The reason that game is hard... Okay. The reason that game is hard is because you've got a system that that has NPCs that will give you EXP.
Yeah.
So they become tempting. It's almost like an actual vampire. You are tempted to eat these NPCs like an actual vampire would be.
Yeah, I can't remember the premise of it. It sort of discouraged you from eating NPCs a little bit, didn't it? But,
yes.
But you needed to eat them to survive.
Well, you didn't need to eat them. It just depended on how difficult you wanted the game to be. You know.
So you got skills, didn't you? If you
Yes. Well.
If you...
Yeah, pretty much. You got skills, but you got that from leveling up. And you leveled up by getting EXP, which is to hunt enemies or fight bosses, and the enemies were really hard. You could grind them, but that takes a long time, and they're hard, it's a pain in the arse. That's how I did it, because I'm a masochist. But for most people, they don't wanna put in that grind, and that's fair enough. I'm one of those weird people who, when I play RPGs, I will spend hours and hours and hours just grinding.
Yeah, I will with some games. Sometimes I just want to. I don't know. That's why I'm very fickle about games that I play. Sometimes I just want to like switch off and have something that's easy, but sometimes I will go for something hardcore. Just depends. Just depends what sort of mood you're in. But I couldn't ever be stuff like Elden Ring and the Dark Scrolls series. They're just so. I think I'd get so frustrated with them that it would just. It's a massive turn off.
And I think that's fair, but I think the difference is that you're not begging them to put in an easy mode to play it.
No, I wouldn't. No, it is what it is with those games. You know, you can't. That's why people play them. They're super hard.
Not that there's anything wrong with an easy mode. I think Dark Souls should have an easy mode, because it wouldn't take away from your achievement. If you did it in normal mode, it'd be fine. I mean, it's like Final Fantasy 15. It's not going to harm anyone if there is an easy mode, but...
No, I think Moist was making a kind of point that like a journalist had taken a picture. I think it was a game journalist had taken a picture of himself eating a sandwich and playing with one hand, and saying that it was just like atrocious game. But that's really bad.
That's easy mode. You don't have to pick it.
No, it's like bad journalism, because it's like, yes, that is one aspect for people who want to enjoy the story and don't want to really faff about with the combat.
I mean, my favourite game of all time. Oh no! Oh no!
Has it just lost you those?
It's just
things?
lost me those. No.
How did it lose you those?
Checkpoint. The checkpoints in this game are, shall we say,
Broken?
kind of. I mean, it's not too bad. These were relatively easy to do, so.
Wow.
But I'm just gonna start saving now.
That really that screwed you.
Luckily, it was like maybe 3 or 4, so it's not like the worst. Still not nice, but no, I think gaming is becoming more accessible. There is so many more people in it than there used to be.
Oh
and
yeah.
there is no harm in making it Ooh, ow.
Nice.
And there is no harm in making it more accessible for other people. It's why, regardless of what anyone says about The Last of Us 2, like, you can not like the story, you cannot like what they did to X character, but you can't deny that the accessibility in that game is top fucking tier.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it. I enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah, I enjoyed The Last of Us 2 for what it was. I don't think I'd play it again.
That's fair.
I don't think I'd go back and do it a second time round. And I'm a huge, like, I'm such a Naughty Dog fanboy. I mean, like, flipping director follows me on LinkedIn. Like, that's Naughty Dog fanboyism right there. But it's, I don't know, just I couldn't pick it up again. It was the same. I mean, Uncharted 4. It was great. It was a good game. It wasn't the best Uncharted game in that franchise for me. It didn't. I don't know. I felt like something was missing with it. It was a nice ending. It was really nice how they wrapped it up, but it just didn't do it for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Well, I mean, we all have, like, developers and game directors that we really like. I'm a big fan, for instance, of Yoko Taro. But there are games that he's made that I don't like. Like, I tried there was a game called, no, not House of Cards. That just goes to show how much I don't care. Voice of Cards, that's what it's called.
Voice of Cards.
And I couldn't get on with it. And I love almost everything else he's made. He has made games that were absolutely, no, not again, broken and janky and terrible, but they had Yoko Taro's seal of approval.
Yeah.
Essentially, they had what makes him special. Voice of Cards didn't. And does that mean I'm any less of a fan? No, absolutely not. Just means that there are certain games I enjoy and certain games I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I'd. If Naughty Dog suddenly came out and said we're bringing out a 5th Uncharted game, or we're doing, they are. I think they are doing another Last of Us, aren't they?
I think so.
I think I read somewhere that they were going to do another one. I would probably play it. I probably would.
Well, I mean, the nice thing about, like, The Last of Us / The Last of Us 2, I would argue they're less games and more experiences.
Yeah, I mean, The Last of Us was.
I'd probably get nasty for that, but
no, I mean the first Last of Us was it was great. It was such a great game. Not the PC port, but.
But there is a lot of, games that I would consider more, what's the word I'm looking for, experiences. And I do think The Last of Us counts as that. It's a great experience, and once you've had it once, you can play the game for the mechanics, that's fine, but I think the most you get from it... No. The most you get from it is from that first playthrough, I think.
Yeah, I backed it when The Last of Us. I pre-ordered The Last of Us 2 because I was Naughty Dog fanboy. Pre-ordered that, so I played back through the first one, just because why not? And yeah, it was amazing. It was such a great game. And then went straight into 2 with like a fresh sort of look. It's like it's not so long since I played the first one to be to be jaded about how good the second one was, and I think it just, I don't know, just didn't float my boat. And that's not even like the horrendous choices they made story-wise. It was, I don't know. I think it just, some aspects of it just felt like they didn't love it anymore.
Yeah, I wonder what that's like.
You know, just felt like
Sonic Team.
Yeah, it just felt like they were doing it for doing its sake, and I mean, getting rid of Joel that quickly in the way that they did just seems like, I don't know, it just felt like bad writing.
I disagree personally. I think I mean, based on how the world is and the things he did in the first game, he wasn't a paragon. He really wasn't.
Oh no.
He was a dick just as well as everybody. It makes sense for that world.
But I think
revenge begets revenge.
It does, but that early.
No.
No.
Damn it.
Shit. I think that early there was no foreplay. Let's put it that way. You didn't. I would have appreciated it, and I think a lot of people probably would have appreciated it if there was just a bit more foreplay in it. You know, if there was a bit of a lead up. You know, we haven't seen these characters for I don't know how many years after it was. What have they been doing?
Well, I mean, arguably, it's had a bigger effect on you that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just that.
I mean, the way the game is told bothers a lot of people, not just you.
Yeah, no, I don't mind about the whole trans character or anything like that. Doesn't bother me at all. I think it was just the. I meant
more the whole, like, it's not told in chronological order.
Yeah, I think if I was going to write it, I know me and Glenn have had this similar thing. If we were gonna rewrite that as a script, as like a screenplay kind of thing, we wouldn't just jump to that. You know, here's a new character that none of you probably will remember because it was such an insignificant detail in the first one. Oh wait, she's just killed your most loved character, and we had no build-up, we had no feeling. It was just like, oh, okay, that happened.
Again,
and then it's
I do understand that, and I do think that it was probably not the best way to do it, but by God, did it get a reaction?
Oh yeah. I mean, it would have had the same impact. I think it would have had more impact if we'd have spent more time
with Abby. You mean?
With Abby, yeah, more time with Abby.
So. I think so.
More, make us question like who's the asshole. Like, is it like, oh, am I the asshole, or is because we did, crispy critters, because we didn't like. There was no feeling for Abby from my end. It was like, oh, this new character, it's got a grudge. Okay, cool. And as much as they tried to feed that feeling in, like have sympathy with this character, this character's got, this issue, and with and
by
her
that
family
point,
was.
You don't care.
No, it's lost you. It's lost you in the first paragraph. You're like, well, why should I care about this character? It's just like, why am I even playing this character?
Kill my protag dad.
Yeah. It's like, hang on, I've invested what 20 hours in the first game with these two characters, and then you've just brought some rando in who's killed one of my characters.
It doesn't set her off on the best footing.
It doesn't, but I think if they'd have just played it out a bit longer before they got to that bit, you would have cared more. You would have cared more for Joel's death. I think it would have had more of an impact, and then you would have gone, oh, okay, well, yeah, Joel's an asshole. Like, or if you saw Joel do more asshole stuff in, if they really made it so that, you played a few things where Joel was just being an absolute dick, and you're like, right, this guy's got to go. He is bad juju.
Well, I mean, there is more to it than that, because he was an asshole, but he won't look like an asshole to you. the point of a protagonist. Oh, God damn it! The point of a protagonist is that, well, let's put it this way, a good villain, depending on the type of villain you want to make, is a hero of a different story.
Oh yeah. I mean that's the thing, isn't it? Everybody is a villain in somebody else's story. You know, that's like that's just a thing. It's just a life thing. But yeah, I just think if they just spent a little bit more time.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I think Abby going straight into being Joel Murderer was probably not the best thing for the fan base.
No, and I know it was there to elicit that reaction. It's kind of the Glenn's death in Walking Dead. I know what they were getting at. It's like, oh, that was really impactful when, you know, everybody saw it coming, but it was what, like 6 seasons in, and then Glenn gets his head bashed in. Just by this total randomer. I know what they were doing, but The Walking Dead set that up. They set that up with 6 seasons with that character. Yeah,
there was a build-up.
I know you can't necessarily do that. You know, you can't have a game that's like that extensive, but you can write it in with, you know, I don't know, cutscenes or. I just think it lost its impact. I think that was all.
Well, I mean, one thing they could have potentially done is that because they did timeline bullshit, they didn't actually tell you where in the timeline you are. They could have had it so that if they written it really well, Ellie could have been hunting Abby and not actually saying why.
Well, yeah. I mean, that again, that's like another approach to it, isn't it? You know, that's. I don't know. It just don't know. It just didn't have the impact. It didn't. Yeah, I think it would have had the impact if it was done a different way. I definitely think it would have done. I really do.
Save every time I do these.
Oh, is it done? Is it screwed you again?
It's screwed me like 3 times now.
Oh no.
More than that. God dang it, Sonic Team, just... Pretty good.
Was it?
You designed a pretty good game, all things considered.
Is it just when you go through checkpoints, it just resets your progress?
If I die, it resets my progress.
Oh. Ooh, harsh.
Well, that's the thing, like, I don't think it's intentional, it's just that the checkpoints in this game are, shall we say, inconsistent?
Ow. Painfully inconsistent. It seems a bit less stressful than the other ones, though. These seem easier to get.
Oh yeah, no. The ones on the last island were a bit more stressful. This is just tedious because of the whole having to redo them multiple times because I keep dying because the level design's giving you an instant kill thing nearby.
Shall I give you a save reminder?
I didn't get the S. Yeah. Don't need it right now because I gotta do this one again. No, I mean, I'm interested to see what they'll do. I miss the old platforming days, to be honest. But that's just me. I miss like the Crash Bandicoots. I miss the Jak and Daxter. Did you play Jak and Daxter?
I did, yeah. Yeah, no, I think the main reason I'd probably get a PS5 is just play the new Ratchet and Clank game. If I ever got it, I do love those games.
I'm pretty sure it's going to come to PC.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, they pretty much said every PlayStation exclusive is going to come to PC eventually.
Oh right, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm waiting on Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Tsushima would be really good.
It'll be much easier to do the multiplayer on that one.
Yeah, we never did it. We've all got it, I think.
I don't have it anymore.
Oh, do you not?
I gave it to my dad.
Uh,
Because I got him a PS5 for his PS4. I can't afford a PS5 for myself, but when I was a little bit more liquid, I bought him a PS4 for his birthday.
Oh, nice.
And I was just trying to find some games that I thought he would like, and Ghost of Tsushima was right up there. Because when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of foreign films with my dad.
Yeah.
So it just felt like a natural fit, just to let him have Ghost of Tsushima.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful game, that game.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he was talking mostly about how much he enjoyed just being in that world.
Yeah.
And it's a gorgeous world.
It is, yeah. I did really enjoy that game. Very much.
What is your favourite weapon of choice?
Can't remember now. I think I was just on the katana. Standard samurai.
Nice. See, I was a naughty boy. I liked my poison.
Your poison.
I like my poison. I wasn't very good at the stealth. That's more Glenn's bag, but I really like the poison.
Yeah, no, I was just getting there and choppy chop.
I did that occasionally. I do find it's better just to sort of fight with honor. Unless you have poison, then fight with poison.
I did like that. I liked the combat system, so I really like that sort of quick draw thing that you could do.
Oh, it was a glorious game for its combat.
So I just
Shit! No!
No! Oh, well saved. Well saved.
This is not going to be a match for anybody. God dang it.
Yeah, I really like the combat in that. So I would just go in swords are blazing. You know me, I'll usually find the noisiest way to do anything anyway, so.
Well, that's a musician for you.
Yeah, I mean that's why Glenn's surprises me with Glenn being all Leroy, because it's usually me.
Well, I mean, he's not usually Leroy. It just depends on the circumstance. So for Ghosts, he absolutely went stealth. Massive stealth boy on that one.
Oh no! Oh, we were doing Ghost Recon together. That was proper funny. Doing Ghost Recon. and Glenn trying to like. It's one particular level that he was having difficulty getting. I think it unlocked the stealth suit thing. I think it was that one. And he was having a struggle doing it. It was really tricky, but I was just kind of like, why don't we steal the tank, Glenn? That seems like the best idea. And Glenn was like, oh, so I'll go over that side and I'll snipe out these guys, and you go over that side and snipe out these guys. And while he was like doing his plan, I just ran over and grabbed the tank, and I was like, right, dude, let's go. We got the tank.
What's that old expression? If it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid.
Yeah, we survived it. I don't know how we survived it, barely, but we completed the mission, so it's good enough. He was just like, dude, it's supposed to be stealthy. I was like, nope.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I think I just overwrote one of my other saves. Oh well, that's a shame. Because that was my 100% no boost run. Ah well. That's what you do, game. That's what happens when your checkpoints are shit.
Only 3 save slots as well.
Yeah,
Mean.
no, it's pretty stingy.
Mean on the save slots.
I might actually stop relatively soon because I'm starting to get a bit of a headache.
Yeah, don't blame you.
Well, I don't get it with this game very often. I'm not sure if they changed anything, but I think it might be motion sickness.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't usually get motion sickness, and I didn't from the base original game. I think they're adding, what's the word I'm looking for? The acceleration might have messed with my head a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's better for it, definitely, but it just depends. There's another game that came out that I really wanted to play, which was called Spark the Electric Gesture 3, which was inspired by the Sonic Adventure series.
Oh.
And I couldn't get into it. It just gave me really bad motion sickness, even from like the opening level. It was just really upsetting because that was a game I really did want to play.
I've only had that thing.
Damn it!
I've only had motion sickness from one game, and that was Oblivion, not Oblivion. What am I talking about? Skyrim VR.
Oh, VR can be very bad for it.
Yeah, that Skyrim just did me in. I used the natural movement thing. Oh.
To be fair, Skyrim, I find Skyrim generally I don't get on well with. I've tried multiple times. I'm just not a fan.
No, it's one of them. I haven't played it for ages. I was so hyped when that trailer came out. I did finish it, but I don't think I spent that much time after the fact.
I mean, that is
I think I've still got like 4 different copies of it.
Skyrim
like
2 when?
Skyrim 2, never.
I know it's Elder Scrolls.
Oh.
6? Or is it
6,
7?
yeah. I think it's 6.
I know it's in development. God knows when it's coming out, but it is in development.
Well, not until at least after Starfield comes out.
Yeah.
And that has, by the looks of it, I haven't read the reviews, but apparently the review was awful.
Really?
This Bethesda game, and it's gonna be trash. Anyway, I mean that's what we play Bethesda games for now, is because they're just jank when they come out, and then for several years later until they bring out like the Game of the Year version, which is just filled with even more bugs. So it's gonna be buggy as hell. But good old Todd. Good old Todd.
I remember reading a story online about a guy who went to like a talk that had Todd Howard in it, and after the talk, him and his friends were just sort of like hanging around, and then his like his trouser button broke or something, and no, his pocket broke, so a bunch of stuff came out of his pocket, and he was like, "God damn it, Todd!" And Todd was behind him, and he was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Okay, games to work, Todd, and people won't joke about it.
Oh, I know.
Oh no.
I never had any really bad bugs up until I think one of their first updates, and every time I walked in water, it just crashed the game. But I was quite lucky on the buggy front on Skyrim.
Damn it!
Oh, so close.
So close. Ugh. I get it.
So close.
There are just some games that are no go away. That are just prone, unfortunately. Bethesda games being one of them.
Yeah, I love bugs though. Bugs sometimes make a game.
I can agree with that actually.
I mean the press X to Sean bug in in Heavy Rain is just a classic.
Wait, I thought that was part of the game. I didn't think that was
No. It is part of the game, you're supposed to shout, but if you keep pressing, I think it's X, if you keep pressing X, he keeps saying it, and it goes all the way through the cutscenes, and then it just doesn't stop, and you can keep going. It's just great in the most like inappropriate moments. I don't think I ever got that bug either. Really unlucky with bugs. Excuse me.
Damn it.
So close.
Nah, I have to call it. I've reached critical mass.
You've hit Sonic Peak.
I've hit Sonic Peak. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me.
That's alright, it's been a pleasure. And it's been nice seeing the Sonic of the Hedgehog.
Maybe we'll play something else later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some dinners and we could do a bit of ghosty hunting if
That'd
you
be great.
fancied.
That'd be great. I'd enjoy that. Take it
But
easy.
yeah, I don't think is it any wonder I don't think we'll be joining us, but we might get a surprise Glenn again.
Maybe.
And we've got our new buddy Kate as well.
Yeah. All good fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Catch you later. I'm gonna have a lie down.
Catch you later. Have a good one.
Bye.
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 Bye.